1, 2, 3, 4, my crack on Monday. Look around the master, you're watching the show. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Adequate.
I
quit. All this fucking shit's in the way.
It's okay. The computer makes it look like we know what we're doing. It looks professional.
No, it doesn't.
Just turn it. Just move it a little bit. Just move it. Just move it to there. There you go. Now it looks like we're in like a we got like a like a setup.
We sort of do.
I mean, we do, but no one can tell that we have a setup. Now people don't just think we're talking to like a mirror of ourselves. You know. Because sometimes I think I'm just talking to a mirror.
Sometimes we do just talk to a mirror of ourselves.
That's actually true.
We don't have a show sometimes.
Bye, executive producer.
So, yeah, we like when we don't have a show. Me and Sam will just put mirrors up and just act, not like as practice, just because we like ourselves a lot.
Yeah, we actually have a room in our apartment that is a secret room that only nobody knows about, except for us. That is all mirrors. And sometimes I just go in there naked and just spin. And do flips constantly looking at myself.
It's great. It's sweet.
Anyway, hey Brian, what's up?
Not much, Sam. What's up?
Oh, nothing. You know, just hanging out.
What are you doing? What'd you do today?
I did a whole lot of nothing. Today I spent the entire day looking out the window for the UPS truck, which eventually came at 6:45 p.m., 15 minutes before they stopped delivering. It was a tense long time. It was a tense 10 hours. But I did it, and now it's done. And the truck came, and it's great.
Good job.
Thank you. What did you do today?
I made a skeleton man. I took a skeleton man that already existed.
So you didn't make a skeleton man, you lied.
No, but I improved an already existing skeleton man. I took this Halloween decoration and made a stop-motion puppet out of him. And he's really bad. But he doesn't have to do much.
Hey everybody! I'm a stop-motion puppet and I'm a skeleton.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's up, and you know, that's pretty cool. That's some legit jams.
Yeah. Think this now. Oh, he's playing it like a classical.
Yeah. He's playing it like a badass is what he's playing like. He's playing it like a man. This isn't gonna work. He's not gonna be able to hold it over here. You're so weak. Where's all your muscle? There you go. There we go. Oh yeah, that's good. There we go. Close enough. Close enough. He's drunk. He's a little drunk. It's fine. He's just a little drunk. Anyway, so yeah, so so today is a day that we do a show like usual. It's called "We're Cracking on Mondays" with Brian the Bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Often we talk about some things.
Today we're talking about nothing, though.
I mean, pretty much. We got nothing going on. There's not a lot going on right now that's interesting to talk about.
Here's the thing.
There's a couple of things, though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was prefacing your here's the thing.
Well, yeah. Well, we like to talk about the news and current events. And the Olympics tend to stop all news.
Yeah, pretty much. Except for Olympic news.
Countries can't explode each other and stuff. It's douchey.
It's just rude during the Olympics.
It's
a time of sportsmanship and intercontinental friendship.
But yeah, that means the Olympics are on. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, they're all right.
I got to watch some of the opening ceremonies, most of the opening ceremonies at the Monkey Palace the other night, where we did our annual, or every other annual, set up the
cable box.
The cable box to watch the Olympics. We set up the cable there for Olympics and elections, and that's it.
That's all.
That's the only thing important that happens.
Why would you do anything else?
If they launched a rocket, we'd probably do that too.
Yeah.
But
they do that like all the time.
I mean, like, you know, a real one, like with like that, like to the moon.
Oh, okay. You know, China just did that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Whatever.
yeah, so the Olympics are going on. It was an interesting open ceremonies. There were some hiccups. There were some hilarious singing things. There were some I'm sure some dogs or something.
I don't know. I thought it was really cool with the floating islands and stuff. I was thinking, I was like, hey, I just thought I would have really liked to work on it. It looks like it would be a lot of fun.
I have a problem with Olympic opening ceremonies because they're just too fancy now. I missed the days before I was alive when the Olympics opening ceremonies were just like marching bands and what do you call the color guard and like dancers and gymnastics and stuff like that. But now it's like you got the people flying all across the stage, and you got the lights that look like animals, and then there's the like crazy pyrotechnic. I guess there was always probably pyrotechnic. Anyway, it's just like it's totally blown out of proportion. Like technology isn't a part of sports, guys. We don't need technology for sports.
Yeah.
It's not like I have robot arms and I'm playing football. You know what I mean? I would be banned from the NFL.
The Olympics is about a lot more than sports. It's about doing stuff. It's about countries one-upping each other in all kinds of ways.
I think it's ridiculous. It's just like I'm not like singling anybody out. Beijing, London, that other one, this one that is now Russia. It's just they're just doing too much.
What do you think of Australia? Australia's was cool.
I don't even remember Australia's.
They had didgeridoos.
That doesn't really that sounds pretty normal. Hang on, I got my cat's knocking stuff over.
Arr! Space pirate. Space pirate. Arr! Or a space opera watcher.
She's climbing in a box. It's fine. Right, you're not even talking. You're just sitting there like a butt.
No, I said some stuff.
All right, anyway, talk about stuff.
Stuff sucks.
All right, I'll talk.
Yeah, we were talking about the Olympics, right? I forgot already. Yeah.
You're in bad shape, man. Get your shit together.
What were you gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna cover for you because you weren't saying anything.
Fuck it then.
Do you want me to stop the broadcast?
Just stick your dick in it, Sam.
Just
put it on your mouth.
I don't.
No! Stop! Oh. So yeah, the Olympics. They were really. They're sports. These are the Winter Olympics.
Oh, that's even more. It's the Winter Olympics. Like, who cares about the Winter Olympics?
I almost feel kind of bad that they get poops. People are just like, winter.
It's just like the sports are still cool, but they're just not as big. It's kind of like, except these ones are seemingly very large.
Yeah.
Have you noticed? Like these ones seem to be much more important than the last Winter Olympics, which were in Beijing
was the last one.
Well, that was the Summer Olympics.
Really?
In 2008.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Seriously?
That was winter. I thought that was
Vancouver.
2012.
They were in Vancouver.
See, I don't even remember.
In 2010.
Wow.
2012 was the London Olympics.
I remember that one.
That was in 2012.
Yeah.
So Beijing would have been in 2008.
Yeah, see, I thought it was the other whatever. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. There's stuff that I didn't think was, because there's, you think of it's all, skiing and bobsledding and curling, of course, most importantly. But also, soccer is in the Winter Olympics.
That doesn't make any sense. Is it winter soccer?
It doesn't make any sense. But I was watching soccer the other day. Are
you sure it was Olympic soccer, or you weren't just like on the FIFA channel?
I hope so. Check what I'm talking about. Make sure I'm not an idiot.
Well, I mean, you are an idiot. Yeah, I don't know about soccer.
Well, anyway, doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I have a quick Olympic update for you right now. The United States is actually in 4th place in terms of medals because we all know that you suck unless you have medals. The United States only has 5 medals right now, 2 of which are gold, 3 of which are bronze. 3 bronze. What?
And no silver?
No silver. Canada is in 1st, actually tied for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd with the Netherlands and Norway. No surprises there.
Canada and Norway, the countries where it's always winter anyway, so they have lots of practice.
Yeah. Let's look at all the rankings.
I remember seeing in the guys marching in the in the parade of nations at the beginning or whatever they call it, and there was like one guy from Barbados, and he was a skier, and I was like, where do you ski in Barbados?
You ski off the. No, that's a good question.
I don't know if any of those facts I just said were accurate, by the way.
Anyway, yeah. So Ukraine. It looks like there's a lot of people with one medal. Lots of ones. Lots of sad ones. Germany has 2. Russia, the host of these Olympics, they have 3 bronze, 2 silver, and 1 gold. So even though they have a lot of medals, they're kind of sucking.
Well, they can't be that deep in.
Hang on a second. Right now I'm checking. There's an update on the Jamaican bobsledding team.
Mm-hmm.
Currently have 0 medals. I don't know when they are doing stuff. The 2-man is on February 16th, apparently. So far, I guess that's first, so they haven't done anything yet. Anyway, Jamaican bobsledding team, really hoping for them, really hoping they do well. That'd be pretty cool. I watched a pretty cool video of a guy from, he wasn't Russian, he was, I don't remember, he was something, I don't remember where he was from, but he was a single loser, and he was going, did you see this?
No.
And he was going down, and he flipped out, and he started going like, 120 miles an hour.
Yeah.
The thing tipped, and he fell off, and he was sliding with it, and he rolled a little bit, but then he rolled back onto the thing, and finished the luge.
Oh, that's so sick.
He fell off, and they were just sliding next to each other, and then he rolled back. He got totally by accident, back, it was going like this, and this is his back right here, and they were like, and he just accidentally got back on it and continued to luge down the luge pipe.
It's preposterous how fucking fast they go.
I know, it's crazy. We were watching downhill skiing, the speed, not the slalom, but just the downhill, just the downhill ski yesterday, and they're going 80 miles an hour over these little jumps. But the jumps, end up being a 40-foot drop or something ridiculous like that. They're going 80 miles an hour over these things. And then we were watching what were we watching that was really, really crazy? We were watching the ski jump.
Yeah.
The ski jump, which is crazy and awesome.
Those are nuts.
Yeah, and we couldn't tell why people that were doing good things were doing good things versus the people that apparently weren't doing very good things.
Yeah.
But it was insane nonetheless.
That's a complaint that I've heard goofy, probably really, really dumb radio DJs putting out on the past couple days, is that people they're saying they're confused about the scoring, and it's hard to watch the games because, they say, you get 62, and they're like, what does that mean? And no one knows.
Nobody knows.
No one, literally no one knows.
Not that I care.
The judges don't know.
Not that they care.
The players don't know.
They probably care.
Combatants. What are they called?
Combatants. They're called combatants.
Don't know. Because the Olympics are to the death. You know that, right?
It's true.
I
knew that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Olympics are happening. You should watch them or not, or watch something else, or don't watch anything.
Just sleep all day.
Or just sleep all day. And drink all night. Drink juice all night.
Mm-hmm.
Fruit juice.
Fruit
Smoothie juice.
Drink chocolate milk.
Or chocolate milk. Have you ever had whole chocolate milk, whole milk chocolate milk?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I used to babysit for these kids that whole milk chocolate milk. It's
I just take it from them.
It's like drinking, I don't even know, some weird elixir that goes down your throat. It's just you can just keep drinking it. Because it's not too sweet because you got the fat in there too. So it's not super sweet, chocolatey. And it's also just really smooth going down. It's unbelievable. In any case.
You used to babysit?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's pretty sweet. It was a sweet gig. Paid lots of money for doing nothing. Sitting around playing with Legos and Nerf guns. Anyway, what else is going on, Brian?
Leonard Nimoy has lung disease.
Leonard Nimoy has lung disease. Really sad news. Leonard Nimoy, who is in his 80s now. He's an old dude. He's 84 or 87 or 81
I seem to remember the number 84.
He's old. and he told people that he's got lung disease, so he's going to die in the next couple of years, which is going to be really sad.
Yeah.
He retired from acting, basically. He came back for the Star Trek movies, but he retired from acting in the middle of when he was on Fringe. Actually, he retired from appearing on screen or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, so much so that they did an entirely computer generated episode, which was kind of cool. In any case, really sad. Leonard Nimoy has lung disease. That sucks.
So this is your last chance to go find him and have him bless you.
Yeah. In other awesome people news, the Pope, I didn't know this, has a master's degree in chemistry? Pope Frankie?
Pope Frank.
He's got a master's in chemistry. So in case you want to talk to him about alchemy, he's your guy.
So this is your last chance to have him bless your chemistry set.
Yeah. I'm growing some crystals. I'm going to take them right over to him. He's going to be like, dude, sweet crystals, man. I get that phosphor blah 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 and that magna blah blah blah. Yeah. But yeah,
Badonkadonk is a Latin root.
It's Latin. Yeah, it's actually it was first in the Bible, I think, in some Latin verses in the Bible.
Yeah.
And
they're all Latin verses in the Bible. I mean, if the Bible's in Latin.
I mean, some Bibles are in Latin.
Bibles.
I read it. I don't know. I read the American Bible. I think they have ones in like Spanish
American?
Too. Yeah, the American Bible. Anyway, in other news, not a lot's going on. There's not a lot happening.
Brian's sleepy in other news, and I don't know why. Where's my tea?
Brian's sleepy.
I forgot to take the bag out of this. This is steep too long.
Next week is going to be our last show featuring me for a little while. So
we're gonna show reruns of classic McCracken. We're gonna have highlight reels. No,
we're not going to do that. No, Brian, we will never fall to the tyranny of a clip show.
We're gonna do it.
Remember the Simpsons episode where they did the host of Homer Simpson? They did the roast of Homer Simpson, and at the end they had like that song, and it was like, na 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 na, they'll have story for years. Sorry for the clip show. That was like the lyrics of the song at the end of the episode.
I don't remember that episode.
We're never gonna do a clip show.
We're gonna do all of March. We're gonna do four weeks of clip shows.
Oh, that'd be that's terrible. Anyway, anyway, we're gonna
Steve for like half an hour.
We're gonna do some new stuff next. We're gonna do some cool stuff next week. I'm not doing anything, so I'm actually gonna prepare a good show, and Brian might help.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
What
else is going
on? You want to go on the internet?
Not really.
Why not?
Well, because then I have to sit up and stuff. What's on the internet?
I don't know. Let's find out what's on the internet.
That doesn't really... What? You find out what's on the internet.
You find out what's on... We're broadcasting from your computer.
I know, but we can't screen share because it's glitchy.
I mean, we can.
But it's glitchy.
But we can.
But that's not really worth it.
But...
Quality of the show is only as good as its content, Brian. Wait, no. The content of the show is only as good as its quality.
Which one is it?
It's the second one.
Okay. What do you think of witches?
Well, there are many schools of thought when it comes to witches. I think that some are pretty cool. You got like Sigourney Weaver and Cher and that other chick from Desperate Housewives. No, that's not it. Witches of Waverly. No. The one with Cher. What was that one with Cher? Jack Nicholson, where Jack Nicholson plays the devil.
I didn't know that this existed.
Witches of Eastwick.
Okay.
Witches of Eastwick. That's a good movie. And then you got your Hocus Pocus, which is it's cool, whatever. Kind of racially insensitive.
You know what I saw for the first time the other day was Escape from Witch Mountain.
Yeah, I heard all about that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
This movie a remake of an original Escape from Witch Mountain, or except you watched the original, I think.
Yeah,
And
I watched
then
the
there's
original.
also Race to Witch Mountain
With The
starring
Rock?
The Rock, which is the one that I thought you were talking about.
No,
Uh,
I'm gonna watch that one.
There's
next.
too many Witch Mountains. I don't know what this Witch
The
Mountain.
weird thing is, as I was
is.
watching it, I was like, dude, there should be a
Dude,
there
where's
should,
The Rock?
there should be. It was made in like 1974. I was like, The Rock should have been in this.
Yeah.
As like a 2-year-old. But yeah, no, all I could think of was this needs a remake of it, you know. And then there was
And
one.
then there was one from the 90s. And then there's Race to Witch Mountain starring The Rock.
And there was another one, I think.
There's also The Scorpion King starring The Rock.
There was a Scorpion King 2 and a Scorpion King 3.
There was a Oh, I knew about The Scorpion King 2.
2.
Didn't it have Billy Zane in it?
I think it
I
did.
think that's the one with
Yeah.
Billy Zane.
And then there's the third one with who the fuck knows who.
Billy Zane.
I just saw it somewhere.
Good guy. He's hilarious. The Phantom.
Also, there was a whole Billy Zane's career with Billy Zane in it. Like, also, I have 2 copies of The Phantom on VHS.
As everyone should.
Because, yeah, I had one, and then I bought a second so I could have one with the original holographic
Yeah.
case.
Did it come with the ring?
It didn't have the ring with it.
Well, what's the point then?
I'm
But Billy Zane's pretty cool, and Titanic was also a movie and an event in real life. Another event was the Olympics.
The Olympics, and you see how we brought that back around.
Full circle, guys.
Yeah, we planned this all out. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, witches are pretty cool. I feel like we have movie stuff to talk about, but we don't.
Well, last week we talked about how we were excited for the Lego movie and how we were going to see it come Friday when it came out, and then we didn't.
People are saying it's awesome.
People are saying it's awesome. The complaint I've heard is that it is completely built out of pop culture references, but that doesn't necessarily bother me.
It's a kids movie. That's to be expected. It's a kids movie.
And there's a right and a wrong way to do that.
The complaint that I heard was that it ends. That was a serious complaint I heard from somebody. Was like, oh man, I was loving it, and then it was over. Which is kind of like, all right, that's a cop out. Apparently, Fox News got all uppity about how it was the movie is. I don't know how they got this. I haven't seen the movie. I don't remember what the report was. But apparently, Fox News doesn't like how against consumerism the movie is, or something like that. Like, it apparently has anti-consumerist messages in it. So Fox News has a vendetta against this movie now.
Which is okay, because I have a vendetta against Fox News.
Yeah, so why not?
But that's really ironic coming from Lego, like one of the great, like, bloated consumer fish corpses of the past 20 years.
Yeah, totally.
And who produced the movie, too?
I don't know. Lego.
It was Lego Studios?
Yeah, Lego Studios.
I mean, why the hell not? They have a fucking, like, a chain of theme parks. Like,
I heard that officially there were over 4 million unique blocks in the movie.
that you can't get.
No, unique, there are 4 million different kinds of blocks.
Okay, I thought you meant ones that they crafted specifically for the movie.
No. And I also saw some clips of some of the CG stuff in it.
Yeah.
I saw a really cool one of the water. That GIF is going around right now, how they Legoed the water. And I was like, you could do that with real Legos, and I kind of want to take that and actually shoot a stop motion version of that. Because it would, it would be really hard.
But I mean, do it for a whole movie.
Do it. I'm not saying they shouldn't have done
reasonable.
that. I'm just saying it's really cool how they did it, and it still looks exactly like Legos.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's real. You could do that with stop motion Lego.
Yeah.
So I really want to take that thing apart and make it with Legos. I think that'd be really cool.
By the way, just while we're talking about this, the what do you call it? The White Stripes music video?
Yeah,
the Hearts Girl video?
Oh, I ain't following with it.
Is it the one that was
Not
made
Hearts
with Legos?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
There was another one that was also, but whatever.
Oh, well, he always had animation. He had a bunch of stop motion.
No, I know, but there's another Lego one. Don't worry about it.
There wasn't another Lego one.
Somebody told me there was another one.
No.
Doesn't matter. Talk about your thing.
Because Hearts Button to Button.
I'm not talking about Hearts Button. I'm not talking about Hearts Button.
Anyway, I always wondered how they did that, because is it all rotoscope? Because there's some of it that's so tight.
I mean, they probably shot it first, yeah.
Yeah.
They probably choreographed it.
It's really, I still can't get over that shit. It's so good.
High frame rates.
High frame rates, that helps.
Shooting in threes.
What's a low frame rate?
I know, but shooting threes with a really high frame rate. Just doing extra work for no reason.
Yeah.
Shooting in threes at 120 frames per second.
Yeah.
That's probably what they did.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
So you end up on like 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Math, man. That's just how it works. That's how you do animation. Yeah, you know. There's been a lot of Marvel movie news in the past couple of days. They cast the guy that's been doing the voice of Jarvis. I don't remember his name right now. He's been in a bunch of other stuff too. But the guy that has been doing the voice of Jarvis in the Iron Man movies has been cast as the Vision, and the Vision was is a superhero that was created by Ultron, but then turned good, and then got married to the Scarlet Witch, and then died, and then the Scarlet Witch went insane. Anyway,
and Ultron is going to be in the new thing, right?
The new Avengers movie, yeah.
So this guy is the guy.
So
okay, yeah.
we're thinking, there's lots of speculation out there. I'm thinking, there's going to be, Jarvis is going to become more sentient because it's Tony Stark, because he's the same voice, and they cast the guy. They wouldn't do that unless.
Well, I mean,
they had a reason for that.
He probably puts on a Jarvis voice when they. I mean, I guess.
Well,
whatever,
but no, I mean, why would they cast the same guy?
Because they like him. I don't know.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm thinking Jarvis is going to become a little more sentient, and Tony Stark, instead of Hank Pym, is going to be building the Vision, and somehow Ultron is going to come out of that, some kind of government program of building robots, stealing Stark technology. I don't know. In any case, crazy stuff. Awesome. Another big thing is they're trying to a lot of people want, including myself, Joss Whedon often puts strong women in his videos, and likes a lot of women in his cast.
He likes a lot of women.
He likes a lot of women. Anyway, the Black Widow is the only woman in the cast of the Avengers right now. In the main cast of the Avengers right now. So there's got to be another one being added. The obvious choice is Captain Marvel, or Miss Marvel, but now she's Captain Marvel because she's a strong female lead. She fits very well in the storyline of a military background, turned into super soldier kind of thing. All these different things, and people are trying to cast people. Again, people are hoping that Katie Sackhoff, who was Starbuck on Battlestar Galactica, will be cast as Captain Marvel because it would be the most perfect.
I didn't have that detail of the story yet. That sounds really cool.
It would just be so good, so freaking good.
And that's just speculation, just because.
It's perfect.
Just because. I mean, we didn't use her for stuff before.
No.
No. Okay.
Not that I know of.
That's just total. Okay, so that's total speculation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is. There may be some rumor out there somewhere, but I'm pretty sure it's just total speculation. Anyway, it's awesome, regardless of if it's a true rumor or a false rumor or whatever.
They're true lies.
True lies. It's a real legend. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And Thor 3, they're working on a script for now, and Captain America comes out in a couple of weeks. The first trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy is probably going to come out around that time, which is pretty exciting. Which, apparently, this trailer got a PG rating, which is interesting. We'll see what the movie does. I wouldn't be surprised if they made it slightly less dark, because it is more of a...
There's a raccoon in it.
Well, I mean,
rocket launcher.
Think about it, the raccoon talked like Wolverine in the comics talk, you know what I mean? Because that's the kind of feel I get from Rocket Raccoon. It's like he's,
I have never read any Rocket Raccoon anything.
Yeah.
So I can't say.
Anyway, so there's some stuff happening there, and Joe, it's interesting. Some good news, stuff.
Sam, I understand you've been watching all the Oscar Best Film nominations.
I have, slowly but surely. Watched Her. which was pretty good. It was apparently what was it, a
I don't know.
rip-off of, or not a rip-off, but sort of a reimagining of
An episode
a BBC show.
a BBC.
Oh, it was the BBC like Twilight Zone show.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. This is just our friend was telling us about this the other day.
But yeah. Anyway, Her was really good. Joaquin Phoenix was great. It was a really interesting movie. I would recommend it. I watched the first half of American Hustle and had a really hard time paying attention, and therefore I don't remember anything that happened.
So it sucked.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't suck. It was just a very
Dude,
straight.
You can't remember. It's probably a very good movie.
I think I just wasn't prepared to watch. I wasn't prepared for what it actually was. I was expecting it to be much more sort of titillating and lighthearted, but it's a very like fast-paced sort of like what's the word where you say a lot of unnecessary words? Salubrious. No, that's not right. Anyway, it speaks very like really smartly and
smart. There you go.
That's not the right word. No.
Stupid.
Okay. Anyway, I gotta rewatch that. I'm what I thought was near the end of Wolf of Wall Street right now before I had to stop and come do this show. But there's still another hour left in the movie.
Just keeps going.
It's like Lord of the Rings, man. It's just like there's like 6 endings. No, it just keeps going. But so far, it's awesome. The debauchery is off the charts. The acting's actually all really good. It's hilarious and sick at the same time. It's really fantastic. You'd probably really like it.
I probably would.
Anyway, that's where I am right now. I got a lot more to watch. I got 12 Years a Slave. I got Dallas Buyers Club. I got Blurred Full. And that other one.
And the Oscars are happening March? Okay. Cool. What was the thing tonight?
What thing was tonight?
What's his name?
That was an Oscars lunch.
Is that what it was? We knew a dude who was at a thing. I for some reason assumed it was like, oh, the Oscars must be tonight.
That was like a lunch thing.
Yeah. Well,
that was at like 2 p.m.
What do you feel?
Our time.
The Oscars they come along every year, and every year we have the same discussion of like, what do you think about them, especially what do you think about the nominees for this year so far? On the whole,
I like the nominees kind of a little bit more this year. I feel there's some seriousness in it all. A little bit more like people trying to pick good movies rather than popular movies. With things like Phenomena that got nominated and Dallas Buyers Club, which honestly I didn't even know about until it was nominated. I probably heard about it, but I didn't really know what it was. What's the animated movie that got nominated?
For Best Picture?
Yeah, no, for animated movie.
Oh. The Dan Souza's?
No, that's short.
Okay, I don't know.
Animated movie. What animated movies came out this year? The Miyazaki film. The new Miyazaki film. Hopefully that'll.
Which I haven't seen yet.
I haven't either. The Wind Rises.
Which is supposed to be his last one, apparently. He's retiring, and right so, because he's like 200 years old.
Anyway, so, I don't know. We'll see.
But as I just mentioned, I generally avoid knowing anything about the Oscars and boycott them on just not that I is saying boycott them like,
level,
on a metaphysical level,
on a foundational level. His individual atoms.
I stand against them in some ill-defined way. I cannot make words with my tongue tonight. But anyway, there is one cool thing that a guy who I know a little bit, not really, I can't say I know him because he probably wouldn't remember me if I've met him like twice, but a guy who's in our circle of people who we kind of know, Dan Souza, is...
He was my teacher.
Yeah. Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, when?
In school.
When was he at SMFA?
A few years ago.
Oh.
One of the years.
I guess I missed him. Anyway.
You missed him.
Dan Souza is nominated for Best Short. And so I'm rooting for him.
Animated short.
Best animated short, yeah. So that's
yeah. We're really hoping he wins.
I haven't seen that film yet, but I watched the trailer today and it was awesome.
It's good.
It looks really good, and everything else he's done has been amazing. And he's a great dude.
He's an awesome dude.
He's an awesome dude, and
he's just an awesome dude. He's just one of the coolest guys I've ever met.
Yeah, I took a bus up to Canada with him once. Good guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm rooting for him. I'm all about that. And he took our pal Chris to a Oscar lunch today, and they hung around with
rich people.
With who was it?
Actors.
Matt Damon. Who was it?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Same thing. Okay.
Basically.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
So that's cool. That's my relation to the Oscars right now. I care slightly more than usual.
Yeah.
Just slightly. and that's what I did with my summer vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and so we're looking forward to the moonshine and by that I mean actually the shining of the moon. Hey, I found out today I'm actually going to be in Iceland during a solar eclipse.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the 80% region.
That is so dope cool.
Yeah.
That's great. You got to go to like the most Icelandic place to watch it and like wait for the elves to come.
I'm gonna be on an island in the middle of a fjord.
In the middle.
I'll go to a volcano or a glacier.
Someplace with octagonal rocks.
Yeah, I can find those. That's easy.
And yeah,
I think they're hexagonal.
Hexagonal
or pentagonal.
Decagonal.
Decagonal?
Decagonal? Decagonal?
That's just getting circular.
What are they called?
Too many
anyway, yeah, that's if there's any place where like the power of the eclipse is still felt, where it still has,
meaning.
It's still like summons fucking evil ghosts or something, It's in Iceland, so
yeah.
Do that. Iceland is experimenting with volcano power.
I know they've been fracking for heat, basically, is what they've been doing. Not fracking for gas, but technically I think they've been fracking for geothermal heat, and they fracked too deep.
And they accidentally drilled into lava.
Yeah.
And in doing so, they realized that they could drill down into lava and actually get heat and electricity
steam.
from
it. Well,
they get steam.
So yeah, what they do is they drilled way down, and then they figure out they could just put a cap in that hole that the water pours into, and then the steam goes up the chute and spins the turbine. But basically, Iceland relies almost solely on geothermal heat. But most of it they have to wait for it to come up through the ground. That's because that's how geothermal energy works. So they have to wait for the heat to come up through the ground. But they just drill straight into the lava pockets. So now they've got the turbine spinning straight from the lava. Mm-hmm. It's like it's amazing the stuff that they're doing over there that are that you think that commonly frowned upon practices. They're using them in incredibly decent ways, in ways that no one can possibly imagine would have serious repercussions. Yeah. At least not ones that would endanger the planet.
Just as long as they're not bothering any elves with their drilling.
Yeah, I mean the worst case of this is like the lava comes up through the hole and kills everybody within a mile. But whatever, that's okay. Because it's lava and it'll just solidify and it'll look exactly the same as before they drilled. So it doesn't matter. It's like an eraser. Yeah. Lava is just the Earth's eraser.
Lava is the Earth's eraser. Quote of the night. So yeah, that's cool.
Ew, gross.
Where were we? Iceland, the eclipse. You're gonna go to the moon, the eclipse.
The actual eclipse, the total eclipse, is over the Faroe Islands, which I cannot get to, nor do I really want to go to it at that time.
But the Faroe Islands are sick.
Yeah, but then I have to land on the Faroe. I don't even think they have an airport on the Faroe Islands.
You,
I don't even know if they have an airport there.
You can get a hydrofoil there.
I
and
learned.
Go see the band Tear.
I learned about this eclipse from the Planetary Society magazine that I got today, and it was actually an advertisement for their like, hey, pay $1,000 and we will take you on this. You know, you have to pay for flights and hotels, but pay us $1,000 and we'll take you on this sweet expedition, like all around Iceland, checking stuff out, and we'll fly you into the eclipse, basically.
And you get to go into see Dracula's castle.
Yeah, also Dracula's castle.
Dracula's castle's in the eclipse. Did you ever play Castlevania?
No.
Oh.
Regardless of that, so yeah, they're just they would just fly you out. You'd still be in an airplane for the eclipse, but you'd be able to see because it's probably like a prop plane. So it's got like
it's a glass bottom plane.
It's a glass top plane actually.
It's glass bottom and you fly upside down.
Oh, and they fly upside down. You're right. Yeah. So anyway, eclipses are cool. I'm really hoping it awakens something within. Probably not me because I'm American, but within all these Icelanders,
everyone's going to turn into werewolves.
Even though they say they're Catholic now, they're secretly still pagan. You know, let's just be serious, guys. Werewolves or like, you know, some kind of weird demon-shaped angel. You know,
demon-shaped angel.
Just like alien. No, just like aliens. They're just going to turn into aliens. It's going to be like, oh, now I understand.
Oh,
now I understand.
1 and 2 is clearly a smaller number than a million.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all we got.
There was some guys, you can look this up because, Sam, we're still having problems.
I'm going to work on it this week, because I think I know how to fix it.
So we can't show videos, but there were some guys, and I found, I'd like to share this article with you, but who built a ping pong playing buddy, an air hockey playing robot out of a 3D printer and like some little like motion sensor, and it's like practically unbeatable. Apparently, it's like this unbelievably good. It's just this arm that slides around and plays air hockey with you. It's apparently unbelievably good. I was watching videos of it. My biggest issue with this, though, is why would you not want a 3D printer?
Why wouldn't?
Well, in the video where they kind of announced this, they were like, "You can make this robot out of nothing but a 3D printer," and it's like, dude, if I had a 3D printer, I'd probably be 3D printing shit with it. So it kind of almost defeats the purpose.
Well,
like
no, I think they made it with the 3D printer. They probably made the robot with.
They didn't make it with. They made it out of the 3D printer, like the arm. That? I don't know. That's the thing. It's like, it's really cool, but at the same time, it's like if you already are disassembling a 3D printer, why not just start the robot from scratch?
Yeah, that's weird. Why didn't they just build it with the 3D printer? I read a thing
metal and shit,
about how China has 3D printers that are so big that they're starting to be able to print like car parts. 3D printed cars is going to be the next big thing that people are going to try to do.
We were talking about people. There's been these discussions going around about people experimenting with 3D printing of food.
Yeah, right.
And people are saying, like, it'll solve world hunger. And it's like, it doesn't create it out of scratch. Like, you need raw material. Like, it's a cool idea, I guess, but, like, it's so unbelievably impractical. So basically, you need to start with food, turn it into the thing that you put into the
food mush.
Into food mush, and then turn it back into food that's probably not going to be quite as good.
Brilliant.
So, I mean, I guess it's something that, like, yes, we should have that technology just so we can have it as a step towards something else, but it doesn't make any sense.
I think perhaps what they're meaning is it's a step towards the efficiency of creating nutritional supplements. You know what I mean? So
maybe
nutritional bars that have vitamins and minerals and amino acids, everything the body needs, but in a little bar. And they can just be like, and then you can eat it, and it'll be like, oh, healthy.
Yeah.
You know, and cheaply. That's the other thing. Also cheaply produced. You know, cheaply manufactured.
Yeah.
I think that I want a 3D printer though, so that I can start 3D printing like more 3D printers.
Probably mostly just flesh lamps.
More 3D more 3D printers. You know, when you have a genie, you don't ask. One of your wishes is for 1,000 wishes.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna get one. I got one 3D printer.
You're gonna make
I'm gonna make 1,000 3D printers, like that episode of Futurama. You know, Bender gets the duplicator. What does he make? He makes 2 more Benders. And those Benders make 2 more Benders. And they keep.
Well, okay. Well, that was different than the episode where Bender actually gets the 3D printer. It's a different episode because he gets the 3D printer, but then he accidentally syncs it up with his mind, so everything he imagines gets printed.
Yeah.
They're 2 different Bender producing things with the Thing episodes.
Oh, and that's the one. And then it produces the what is it? The train.
The train that smashes through
from the folk song.
Yeah. He's it was also one of the many Bender becomes a folk singer episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3D printers are really cool. I definitely want one. They're getting cheaper and cheaper.
But the raw material, I think, is what's expensive.
I don't know.
Or maybe it's cheap because it's plastic.
You can do metal now.
That's ridiculous.
That's the most messed up thing. The thing is, there's 2 kinds. The cheap ones are the ones that like lay stuff down.
Look at that thing.
They lay stuff down tracks, but there's other ones, and so what if you have something like floating out here, you need to like build like an arm that you can then snap out.
Like in Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, but there's the other kind that you have just this bath of material of the little pellets, and it somehow shoots a laser that creates only heat at the one point, so it makes the thing in the middle like floating in the middle of this vat of plastic, so you can pull it out. So nothing needs to be supported by anything. You can make any fucking crazy ass shape you want in there.
That's too much future for me.
And you can do it. You can do that in like silver. That's
like too much future for me.
What is that?
I don't understand.
What is that shit?
That's ridiculous.
I've got to see a lot of these things actually working too, and it's fascinating.
I gotta see it to believe it.
I have seen it, man. I have seen these things work. They're great. Actually, I never saw one like that, but they're there. They're there. Guys.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's our show for the evening.
So I gotta poop.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to turn in next week. Right now we have 0 viewers, but that's okay because we know you're watching anyway. Be sure to tune in next week. It's gonna be the last show, maybe for
we're gonna probably do a promo for it because we're gonna make it a special one because we're gonna take some time off.
It's gonna be a special, and it's gonna be great. And sometimes washing your significant other's feet is just an act of kindness. Valentine's Day is coming up, guys.
It makes you a good Christian.
It just makes you a good Christian. All we really care about is being a good Christian because Christian.